welcome to NWF Bustin Loose. I'm Nate the Snake Pelly here, and what a night it was in Fairfield, Ohio.
Whoa, cut. Nate Pelly, what are you doing? Did you not go over your lines? I start, I'm the star, they want to see me. Take two, action. NWF critics, welcome to Bustin Loose. I am the star, Adam Swayze, joined with my extra over here, Nate Pelly. And let me tell you guys something that was announced earlier tonight at Spooktacular involving the anniversary show next November. We have a lineup for us, don't we? We have The Movement, former NWF Tag Team Champions, The Movement, Peaches, and that's not all. We have the main event for the Hall of Fame itself, Cindy, being inducted at the NWF Hall of Fame at the anniversary show next month, right here in Fairfield, Ohio.
You're absolutely right. That's November the 25th when we return here for that big 22nd anniversary show. Also announced for the Hall of Fame, Jason Cross, one of the great stars of the past here in the Northern Wrestling Federation. That's all coming up November the 25th. But as I was saying, what a night it was here at Spooktacular, ladies and gentlemen. We saw some incredible action. Nothing more incredible, perhaps, than that incredible Halloween Massacre matchup as Roger Ruffin and Big Mama took on the Pumpkinheads in that Anything Goes matchup, and in fact, anything did go. It was a wild, incredible matchup. We saw trash cans be involved. We saw metal plates. We saw tables and chairs, but in the end, it was Roger Ruffin and Big Mama victorious over the Pumpkinheads. But after the matchup, Tough Justice appeared on the scene, and they demanded a tag team title matchup. They wanted Roger Ruffin to give them a tag team title opportunity. Roger Ruffin said absolutely not. They need to build themselves back up from the bottom here in the Northern Wrestling Federation if they want to get back to the tag team championship level here. But then Tough Justice brutally and viciously assaulted both Roger Ruffin and Big Mama, leaving them laying.
It was all Roger Ruffin's fault. All he had to do was grant Tough Justice the tag team title shot that they deserve. They're Tough Justice. You don't think they deserve a tag team title shot? Do you want to end up like Roger Ruffin out there? Do you?
I most certainly don't want to end up like Roger Ruffin. But coming up, when we return here Saturday night, November the 25th, it will be Tough Justice taking on Roger Ruffin and a very special partner, none other than the Monster Abyss. That and so much more are part of that big show. But what about what transpired tonight? Adam Swayze, I know you were excited to see that big six-man tag team matchup.
That six-man tag team match involving the NWF Tag Team Champions, Jordan Clearwater and David Tyler. They got a partner named Jesse Hyde as they took on the Crimson Mafia. And, I mean, just chaos all over the place. I mean, in the ring, outside the ring, all over the UAW Hall. And the Crimson Mafia walked away with the victory like they would. They said they would do it. They came here tonight and they showed us that they could. And now, next month in Fairfield, Ohio, and the NWF anniversary show, it's the Crimson Mafia taking on Jordan Clearwater and David Tyler for those NWF Tag Team Championships. And let me tell you something, Nate Pelly, all the critics watching on Bustin Loose right now, spoiler alert, the Crimson Mafia is walking away with those tag team titles.
That is not the only big title match we're going to see as a part of the big anniversary show on November 25th. After what we saw here tonight, in that matchup for the Unified Championship, it was Calypso defending against Lexus Montez, special guest referee Jay Donaldson.
The greatest referee of all time. He called that match straight down the middle.
I'm not sure what matchup you were watching. Jay Donaldson making some very controversial calls in that matchup, to say the least, repeatedly interjecting himself.
Did you get like the director's cut of this film? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Jay Donaldson called that match right down the middle, and that is why Calypso walked away with the victory.
Very interesting situation there. Obviously, nothing settled with those three men. When we return here November 25th, that unified championship will be on the line. Calypso will defend against both Lexus Montez and Jay Donaldson in a big triple threat match. But what about the main event we saw here tonight at Spooktacular? Nasty Russ and the Titan with the NWF title on the line.
Those two, first of all, those two know each other so well. I mean, just everything that Russ threw at Titan, Titan had an answer for. Everything that Titan threw at Russ, Russ had an answer for. And it was just a hard-hitting match without a doubt. But then we saw when the referee got taken out, he got almost thrown completely out of the ring. Then Jay Donaldson, once again the greatest referee of all time, came running out there to make the save because, I mean, that referee wasn't getting up. I mean, you saw it, Nate Pelly. He went flying. So Jay Donaldson runs down there to make the count, to call the match straight down the middle like he did before, and Titan started trying to get all in his face because he doesn't like that Jay Donaldson's down there. Why? Why would he not like that Jay Donaldson's down there? He's the greatest referee of all time. Why wouldn't he? And then just complete chaos happened. There's Lexus Montez shows up from out of nowhere, pulls Jay Donaldson out, starts attacking Jay Donaldson. Calypso comes running down, starts attacking all of them. They all scatter throughout the arena. And then once the smoke cleared, the dust went away, we saw Nasty Russ retain his NWF Heavyweight Championship. But then, you, Nate Pelly, you walked out there. You were pretty upset with the finish, weren't you?
I was very upset with what transpired in that matchup. First of all, Nasty Russ won the first time very controversially. We restarted the match, and that's when I told Jay Donaldson he was the worst referee I've ever seen. Now, what happened after that? The Titan, once again, on the bad end of Nasty Russ, and that championship belt ended up being pinned. So when we return here for our big anniversary show, we're going to have a rematch. Nasty Russ will defend against the Titan. This time, however, we're going to have a special enforcer at ringside. A man who we haven't seen here in the Northern Wrestling Federation in a long time. And as I said tonight here at Spooktacular, ladies and gentlemen, some might say it's a sin for him to return. Some people think this is his house. The special enforcer will be none other than Angel. Let's take you now to comments from Brody Cormick here in the NWF.
NWF Army. I'm sitting in the back here at the UAW Hall. Spooktacular just wrapped up, and boy, what a night it was. So many big matches, so many big moments, so many more big matches announced for next month at the anniversary show. But everybody seems to be overlooking one simple thing. I got screwed tonight. Crazy Ed, whatever the hell you are, whatever the hell you aren't. Tonight, you made a big mistake. You picked with the wrong person on the wrong day. I'm not going to raise my voice. I'm not going to yell and say, oh, I'll get you next week. But I am going to get you next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and the week after that, and the month, and however long it takes for you to realize how bad you messed up. You wanted to take my bat? I'm glad you got a little bit of a sense of what this feels like, because something tells me you're going to feel this bat a lot. You know, for 12 years I've been here. 12 years. Pretty proud of that fact. I've seen a lot of things. I've had a lot of low points, but tonight was one of the lowest. And like I said, I'm not going to start yelling. I'm not going to get indignant or boisterous. And I'm not going to stand up here and shout. I'm going to sit here calmly. And I'm going to tell you this. And this doesn't just go for Ed. This goes for the whole locker room. This doesn't even stop at the locker room. This goes for anybody within the sound of my voice. Brody is tired of it. Brody is ready to put Brody first. Brody is ready to hurt people.
Welcome back here to NWF Bustin Loose, and fans, the NWF is on the road, including this Saturday night, November the 4th. We make our big return to BoneKrushers. It's always the bone-crushing night of action at BoneKrushers. You're going to want to be a part of that huge event. Again, it's this Saturday night, November the 4th, special 7 p.m. bell time. Don't miss it at BoneKrushers.
But that's not all. That's not the only place that will be, because November 25th, we return right here in Fairfield, Ohio for our huge anniversary show, November 25th, right here in Fairfield, Ohio.
And what about the huge return, the highly anticipated return of the Northern Wrestling Federation to Northern Kentucky? That's right, mark this date on your calendars. It's Saturday night, December the 9th at HITS Sports Complex in Covington, Kentucky. A huge night of NWF action and our big return to Northern Kentucky. Folks, we got much more here on Bustin Loose. Let's take in out a comment from the NWF champion, Nasty Russ.
I should have seen this coming from a mile away. I should have known that the powers that be at the Northern Wrestling Federation would stack everything against me. When I had to force my way into the building months ago, when I had to take hostages just to be reinstated, and when I had to beat up the man Roger Ruffin just to get a spot on FanFest, I should have known that they would have done everything in their power to get me out of here. You see, it's not enough that I show up at FanFest and beat Titan and become the Northern Wrestling Federation champion. And tonight in Spooktacular, once again in the center of the ring, I beat Titan. And still, that's not enough. Still, Nate Pelly and the NWF want to take everything that I've got. They want to take this title from me. They want to stack everything against me. So at the anniversary show, big announcement. Titan, once again, spoon-fed a rematch for the NWF Championship. But no, that's not enough. They want to bring, of all people, former NWF champion, Angel, to be some sort of enforcer. Why? To guarantee that Titan takes the title back from me? Well, I don't think so. And I don't care if I brought all this onto myself with my actions, because I know that I am the best and have always been the best the NWF has ever seen. Look into my eyes, Titan. Not only am I your worst nightmare, but Angel, look deep into my eyes, because I am Satan reincarnate, Angel. You do not scare me. Titan does not scare me. Stack everything against me. Bet all the odds against me. I will do what I have to do, just like I always do, to leave the anniversary show the NWF champion.
Welcome back to NWF Bustin Loose, and ladies and gentlemen, what a night it was here.
Whoa, Nate Pelly, please stop talking, okay? Please stop talking. Critics of the NWF, let's talk about next week. Next week at BoneKrushers, November 4th at 6105 Vine Street. Already signed for that event by this extra over here is going to be Brody Cormick as he takes on Bucket's Extra Crazy Ed.
And I know everybody in the Northern Wrestling Federation is going to be excited to see Bucket, along with Crazy Ed, at BoneKrushers this Saturday night. Fans, we're out of time here. Let's take it out to highlights from Spooktacular.